Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Pokimane. If you have not heard, it's been pretty big news. It's even trending on Twitter. A lot of the major streamers are kind of talking now in this kind of topic, but Pokimane has gotten banned on Twitch, okay? Now this is most likely not a permanent ban or anything like that. Let's go ahead and clear that up right at the beginning of this. It's not like, this is the end of Pokimane's career or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. But it's probably like a 3 or 5 day ban. You know how Twitch does those every once in a while if you violate one of the policies or anything like that. So obviously Pokimane is one of the largest streamers on the planet, has one of the biggest audiences consistently, one of the most followed and watched streamers on the planet. So of course, when Twitch comes along and suspends slash bans Pokimane like this, it'd be like if the NFL suspended Derrick Henry for a couple games, right? Just like take a star player and ban them or something like that. So it's caused a pretty big stir because the reason behind it has such a controversial topic, I guess, at hand with it. Essentially, right now, it's believed that Pokimane's ban is surrounding the fact that she was streaming Avatar: The Last Airbender on her stream, and she was, like, watching full episodes of this show. And if you didn't know, obviously, you can't just go online and stream 3 hours of yourself just watching copyrighted films and TV shows, because the copyright owners are not going to be happy with that, so apparently, Twitch streamers have yet to figure this out. This has been very common news on YouTube for the better part of, like, 2 decades now. For instance, they're on Twitch, right? And what these people are doing is they're literally streaming, like, I don't know, MasterChef or something like that, right? They'll find a TV show or a movie, they put it on, it's 95% of the screen, and they have like a 100 pixel box of them in a face cam on the tiny little corner of the window, so you don't see them and you just see the full show or whatever. They play the content in its entirety. They don't react or transform it in any way. The most they'll often do is like they'll laugh slash pause it to insert like a statement once every like 6 or 7 minutes. Or they just literally film themselves having a fucking popcorn chicken bowl from KFC for lunch or something. Not even fucking making content. Like, they'll just literally go on a lunch break where, I don't know, they DoorDash themselves a fucking Papa John's pizza, and they just sit there and bash on the stuffed crust cheese pizza they ordered while just someone's fucking content plays in the background. And they do this with YouTube videos, movies, television series, anime, cartoons, like, it doesn't really matter, they do it, okay? And it's really similar to a drama that unfolded like 2 years ago at this point on YouTube called Suzy Lou. Essentially, Suzy Lou was a woman who was filming herself just like in the corner of the video while Naruto episodes played. And it'd be like a 50-minute video where you just saw the complete uncut version of the show while she very occasionally would like laugh or like go, "Oh no, don't do that." It's obviously not transformative content, it doesn't fit the fucking definition of fair use in the slightest. And even though this has been like a common problem online for YouTubers for like, once again, 15 years or something like that, Twitch streamers have yet to figure out that they can't do this kind of shit. So you know how like at the beginning of a movie there'll be like that black and white text screen or whatever, and it has like the government logo and it says any unauthorized like copying or distributing of this film is subject to like a fine and imprisonment, whatever. That's essentially the warning that these people are ignoring. They're like literally just restreaming and rebroadcasting copyrighted content without even fucking trying to make it fair use. And Pokimane was the most recent example of this, and it got her kicked off of Twitch for a little bit. Obviously, the reason that this ban came is because Twitch does not want to be found liable for people redistributing this kind of fucking content on their platform. So, in Twitch's perspective, people are shitting on Twitch like, "Oh, Twitch's DMCA system is garbage, man." And there's definitely an argument to be made about certain aspects of it, but it was literally doing what it was intended to do at this point. Pokimane is not defendable. I mean, she was violating the fucking rules of what you can do, and she suffered the consequences of it. If this was some guy with 6 fucking followers on his account streaming the same shit, he would have got the same, actually probably would have got a worse punishment. We already know how Twitch is about that type of shit, so, I mean, if someone small can get punished for it, someone big can get punished for it. That's the way that I see it, so. It's created quite a big stir in the content creator community. A lot of YouTubers obviously are kind of siding against the streamers in this one, but streamers are trying to, justify why it's okay for them to do this. Essentially, they'll even go outright to say that, like, hey, it doesn't fucking matter as long as the copyright holder cares. That's when it really matters. So one example of this I want to bring up is Hassan Abi, one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. He kind of publicly commented on this whole thing, / gave his opinion. Everything is fair use if the copyright holder doesn't care about pursuing a DMCA claim. Be smart. Don't watch entire movies, Viacom Disney shit, or new episodes, and stop snitching. Obviously, this take is just not correct whatsoever. It's essentially saying, you know, anything's okay as long as you don't care about the law. Yeah, you know, murder's legal if you don't give a fuck. Selling crack is okay if you don't care about the law. It's like, yeah, of course, you can make that fucking logic for anything, but it still doesn't address the point of why are you doing it in the first place? And the fact that it is the fucking law. I mean, I know that these companies, these movie companies, music companies, they haven't really hit streamers hard enough yet, right? Like, there was the DMCA shit about, like, music getting played on Twitch and whatnot, but that was kind of like a warning, right? They were just like, hey, motherfuckers, if you keep doing this, we got something for your ass. And as far as I understand, that got cleared up and everything, but they're not gonna fuck around about this, okay? Because they're not streaming, like, these obscure shows that nobody watches and no one gives a fuck about. Like, Pokimane was literally watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is one of the most fan-favorited and critically acclaimed Nickelodeon shows of all time. It'd be like watching fucking SpongeBob, or like watching Drake and Josh, or watching anything like that. Fucking shows that people actually watch and care about. Like, they'll literally load up MasterChef, watch it for 4 fucking hours. Like, 25 minutes of it is actually any form of original thought, content, or fucking opinion, anything really that they have to interject with. And the rest is literally just footage of something that's copyrighted, and then they're surprised that the copyright laws might apply to them. Video games are a great example of this. Technically, all the games we play on stream are still subject to copyright laws, but the industry recognizes the influence and benefit of streamers playing their games. This is why it's super rare for a publisher to pursue copyright. Yeah, because video game content is completely fucking different than you watching MasterChef for the next 2 hours. I don't get how this is too hard for these people to comprehend. Right now in the background of this video, right, I am playing a video game. But the point is, the footage you're seeing right now cannot be replicated in any meaningful way by pretty much anyone else. To do a pixel-perfect comparison of this game, I don't even know what the fucking odds would be that you get everything correct down to the exact frame of the footage of the video game that I've played. It is technically original content. I created the video footage of that happening. And it's a unique playthrough. It's not fucking literally the same movie that you can go buy for $10 on Prime Video, right? And fucking getting streamed in its entirety while you eat a fucking popcorn chicken bowl. Plus, there's a stark difference between, say, you streaming the new Spider-Man movie on stream, watching it the entire way through with your fucking audience, and basically, at that point, circumventing going to the movie theater and spending $20 to go to the goddamn movie, bare minimum, that these theaters and studios and publishers actually depend on to survive. When I play a video game on this stream / video or whatever, I've also literally paid the developer 60 or 70 bucks or whatever to fucking own the purchase, right? They actually get something out of that. And then, also, I have streamed. I've never once had someone be like, hey, yo, what song is this, man? I'm gonna go buy this fucking thing on iTunes. Do you know how many thousands of comments my videos have generated of people asking me what game I'm playing or where I can purchase this fucking game? And the reason that the video game industry actually celebrates creators and streamers and whatnot is because they actually do generate revenue for the fucking game. You're not generating revenue for MasterChef when you stream it for 70,000 people unedited or unfiltered or anything. In fact, you're now taking away 70,000 potential viewers of that content from the streaming platforms that pay these people to fucking have that content. Netflix and Hulu and all these other companies spend billions of dollars a year for the rights to these videos and movies and episodes and shit like that. It's a completely different market, it has completely different precedents, it has completely different fucking industry standards, but for some reason this comparison's getting made because we just can't follow the fucking rules and actually make transformative content. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to use copyrighted content whatsoever or to be able to make reaction content or anything like that, because I am a massive supporter of fair use. I have built my career off of fair use, but that's the point. It has to actually be fucking fair use. It is not fair use for 98% of the content you've made to be someone's copyrighted fucking material, and the other 2% be fucking audio clips of you eating a salad in the corner, or fucking, just saying, oh, that was pretty cool how he did that. That was really funny. That is not fucking transformative. For example, my content is transformative, and why is it transformative? Because I'll take footage that is original of a video game that I purchased in an industry where my job is actually celebrated by game developers, okay? And I'll take that footage, I'll then edit the footage, I'll add context of a completely different situation I'm talking about, and provide commentary of something. When people watch my videos, 95% of them are not watching solely for the gameplay. There are people who do, sure, but there's also people who don't even watch the gameplay at all, and they just listen to my fucking video in an audio format. If content's not fair use, you can't repurpose it that many different fucking ways. If it really comes down to, if Twitch streamers were actually making this shit transformative and they were actually making an effort to make original content, they literally wouldn't even be having this problem. Like, I don't know if streamers realize this or not, but Viacom sued YouTube and Google back in 2007 for like $1 billion, okay? It's been 15 years. I remember back in the day, OG YouTube, when I was in elementary school, like when I would watch YouTube poops and shit like that, they literally would meme Viacom in these videos because there was so much beef between YouTube and Viacom at the time. It was like a literal fucking meme, and keep in mind, this was 15 years ago. You're telling me these streamers are still 15 years behind on what legal precedents have been set on the internet? And DMCA, I'm pretty sure, is laws from the 90s. These are not hard laws to comply with, right? Like, in 99.8% of all the videos I've made in my career, I have not had to worry about a DMCA request. It is very rare that I have to deal with that problem, and the reason is I make transformative content, and provably so. But these streamers, they don't want to put the effort in to make transformative content, right? It's better to stream for 8 hours, and then instead of, actually making something transformative in that 8 hours, you can just watch somebody else's shit the entire time and do literally fucking nothing and entertain people just the same based off of other people's shit. So it really just comes down to streamers are mauling over picking the wrong fucking entertainment industry to try and poke the beehive with. They're just basically crying over very simple and honestly very justifiable laws. There are, of course, a lot of copyright issues on the internet. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like YouTube hasn't had faulty system issues and Twitch hasn't had faulty system issues with DMCA takedowns and shit, but it's a completely avoidable issue for these guys. The point is, they're just intentionally missing the point at this rate. Like, they're intentionally ignoring what's about to happen. And I don't think they realize that if these entertainment companies come after Twitch, there's gonna be a massive fucking crackdown. And you can get mad at me for saying this, that's cool. You can pin the blame on YouTubers for telling you the truth. I'm completely okay with being right in this situation. It's not me who's gonna get fucked by this, is all I'm saying. Like, I've already complied with these fucking rules for my entire YouTube career because I've had to. Because, the rest of the internet caught up on this idea fucking, almost 2 decades ago, right? For me, it was literally an elementary school topic. Like, I don't understand why this is still even in fucking debate. So, once again, I'm not making the argument that they shouldn't be allowed to use copyrighted content and whatnot, but they gotta do something to transform it, man. Because, and this is, I think, a really good point here, too. How many of these streamers do you think would be okay if someone just literally streamed themselves watching their stream for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people to watch? And they were getting all the money from it and everything. They were getting fucking donations and merch sales and shit from the audience, while maybe a fraction of a percent of the people who watch that content go on to watch their fucking stream on their Twitch channel or whatever, right? Better yet, let's add to this scenario. How many of these Twitch streamers do you think would be okay with me streaming for 3 hours, one of their fucking entire live streams, with 5% of the screen being a face cam, and instead of me actually, like, giving provoking thought fucking comments or anything, like, something, right? I just sit there and have a fucking Caniac combo, right? Like, how many people do you think would be cool with that? I'm gonna assume that very few of them are gonna be fucking cool with someone doing something like that. But hey, they're the first person to cry when they don't get to do that with someone's copyrighted content. It really makes no fucking sense. It's an issue that they've already been warned about very severely, I'd say. I mean, these industries aren't people to fuck with. I don't know, man. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, forced to comply with DMCA rules because, my platform dealt with this forever ago. and signing out.